Hi everyone and welcome to March West Junction TMD, and I'm Andy, and today we're going to take a look at this new Bachmann Class 47, and this is the latest version of their tooling for the 47, which I picked up from my local model shop at an absolute bargain price. So grab yourself a drink and we'll go over to the workbench and take a look. Okay, we're over at the workbench, and this is the model, Class 47, manufactured by Bachmann, and this is their latest tooling. So as you can see, it's a Plux 22 DCC ready, and the code is 35-411, and this come out in December 21. So it's new old stock, it's brand new from the shop, and they're just clearing their stock. It's a Class 47-0, 47012 in BR blue. Now, as you can see for the price there, that's the RRP price, and it's £239.95. Now, I picked this up from A Oaks in Langley, which is in the West Midlands, which is just off junction 2 of the M5. And at this time of year, they always do a sale, but to be honest, they've been doing a sale throughout the year on a small scale. But what they do, they decide to sell some of the stock that they've had in for a long period of time. Hence, this one has been in since December 2 years ago, 2021. So the price I picked this up was an absolute bargain. As you can see on the ticket there, half price, £119.97. And it's an absolute steal at that price, because this is the latest version and it's the cheapest I've ever seen, the latest version of this tooling at this price. So fair play to Oakses. They've done a fantastic job supporting the modelling community by doing these sales. So I'll get the box open, we'll have a look at the model. Okay, so we've got the model out the box. It comes in the usual Bachmann packaging with this clamshell type protection to hold it in place. Now, something just to pay attention, there's a hell of a lot of extras to fit, and I was shocked how much is in this bag. It felt like it was one of the Voitrains 47s when I looked at all the detail. Yeah, you got your usual air pipe and fittings and things like that, you know, the yellow and the red handle pipe work and dummy couplings, but there's also some other items that you have in there to fit. And if we go over to the instructions, or should I say owner's information booklet, as you can see, there's this detail, which is the standard detail that you normally get with a lot of models nowadays. It shows you how to fit the snow plows, which hasn't come with this one. It hasn't come with snow plows, and other pipe work that's not in there as well. So it must be a standard one for all the 47s. But inside there's these details that you have to fit as well, which is okay. It's a nice touch, but a little bit disappointing that a model that costs £240, you've got to start adding a few of the details on. It's not as bad as a Voitrains one, but there's still quite a bit to fit as well. It shows you where to lubricate, shows you about the on-off switches, which I'll come to later. I'm a little bit disappointed about, but I'll show you in a bit. Shows you how to unscrew it, how to fit a chip. It's also got some of the functions at the bottom there, and then about your warranty, and then joining the club as well. Now, if you remember of the Bachmann's Collectors Club, the warranty is extended for an extra year, but I wonder whether that's going to change because the announcement recently of Accurascale doing a lifetime guarantee on all their range, including accessories, which is absolutely fantastic for the industry. So let's see what happens in the future with that. Okay, moving on to the model, and first impressions, like I say, it's absolutely lovely. There's some nice detail here of the pipe work picked out in a orange. As you can see, there's some electrical cables underneath in orange as well, which is quite a nice touch. The bogey detail's really nice. There's some representation of pipe work through the window, which was a common sight to see on the real models. The glazing is lovely, and it's not that oily glaze. It's not like the deluxe one. I think this is perfect. You can't really see inside unless it's lit up when the cab lights are on, but the detail inside is really good. They've really stepped up, as you can see at the back of the screen there. Looking right at the back partition screen for the engine room, there's like paperwork on the wall and things like that. And it captures the model really well, the form of the roof and so on. Now, something I was a little worried about was there's a slight mark there and a slight mark there, and I don't know why it has got a mark in the roof. I don't remember ever seeing a 47 with an actual mark in the roof there, and it's sort of the same on the other side, as if there's a slight problem with the tooling. I'm not sure. The fans are a lot finer than before, and the grills. Again, there's some more representation of the pipe work. And like I say, first impressions, it's really nice. You don't get one of the Bachmann figures inside, which is a blessing in disguise, because they are very poor figures. They need a bit of attention. As Pete at Torrington Road will tell you, he paints them all up and does a cracking job of that. On the underside, this is what I was on about. Inside there, I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Maybe if I put this light on, it might see better. But there's the actual, in that little square hole, there's the two switches for day and night, which I think is a step backwards, because you've got to get a small jeweler's screwdriver to knock them over. Whereas on the previous Bachmann models, they were on the top here, and you got on off, and you just flick it with your finger. So I think that's you can't really get it to pick up, is a small step backwards. Could just about make them out in the bottom there. But other than that, it is a really nice model. Now, what I'm planning on doing in the future is getting another 47 out from Bachmann, just to compare like for like, you know, what the advantages are with this new tooling, and disadvantages if they've got these marks around the front here. Also, I'm going to put it with a Vitrains and a Hellion as well, so we can just have a like see what the range is. It's no good doing a Hornby or a Lima one, because it don't compare for its technology. But I think it's going to be worth doing in the future. So look out for that video of a comparison, just so you can make your own mind up whether these are worth the money at full price. One more thing I want to point out, just before we put it on the layout to give it a run, is the bogies that tilt. See this movement here and here? Now, there has been a few comments about 37s from Accurascale, that is very rigid, and this is one of the things that's good about the Bachmann models and Hornby models, is they've got this sort of play as well, this rock, And if you've got track that's slightly uneven, so as Charlie from Chadwick Model Railway says, that curves that way, with these they follow the track and they're not rigid, which you'll find that some of the Accura Scale 47s, I don't know if it's all of them, but mine's the same, that hasn't got that sort of play to help run on the track when you've got a model that's fine detail that you don't want to run off the track, and cope with track lane that probably isn't perfect. But if you have an incline on your layout and the size to be to scale, it would be absolutely massive. I mean, Making Tracks did an incline and it was half the length of the layout, or maybe even 3/4. So you can imagine if you was to try and do it to scale, it would be really difficult. So if you've got an incline or a helix and things like that, you've got to make sure it's the transition from flat to incline or decline is very smooth, but not for these models, because they will go up and down them because they've got that play. Okay, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, then don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and share with your friends and colleagues. And as you can see, it's on the layout now. I've put it with some Mark 1 coaches. There's a porthole coach and some grubby Mark 1s there, and some Network South East Mark 1s, which I think sets the loco off really well. And I don't know when this loco run with what, so if anyone knows what this loco run with and what era, I've much appreciated. So well, mainly the region, not so much the era, so I can match it up with the stock, because I have Network South East, I have Scottish, Midlands and so on. So I'd be appreciated if someone puts a comment below what's to run with this loco. So okay then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some footage of it running around the track as well, and obviously that's in between the video as well as at the end. And I'll see you again at the next one. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, it's free, and the bell icon so you get notified when I'm doing any work on March West Junction. And don't forget, I'm also doing this project over here, which is Trecwn Valley, so you'll be notified when I do any work on either one of the layouts. So like I said, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you again. Bye for now.